Hello friends, welcome back to my channel BioFriend. In today's lecture video, we'll be talking about phenocopy. Phenocopy is an environmentally caused trait, but it appears to be inherited. What does this mean? A particular phenotype can be due to the genotypic component. That is, how your genes are working and are they coding for that particular phenotype or are they contributing to that particular phenotype? That is one way. Second thing here is that environment. Okay, environmental factors are contributing to this particular phenotype. So ultimately, there can be a way wherein you're getting the same phenotype, but you cannot distinguish whether it is due to the genotypic component or whether it is due to the environmental component, right? So let's look at three different examples. The first example here is of rickets. So in rickets, we know that there can be genotypic or it can be due to the genetic condition. Okay, one way of getting rickets is genetic disorder. One is autosomal hypophosphatemic rickets, which is genetic. And second way of getting rickets is less exposure to sunlight. If you're not exposed to sunlight that much, like for example, these people who are living in the Arctic region or let's say near the poles, okay, there'll be less exposure to proper sunlight, because of which vitamin D deficiency can be there, that will lead to rickets, right? We are aware of this. So now one was related to environment. Environmental factors were responsible for this particular phenotype, and other thing was genetic disorder, but ultimate result that we got was rickets. So this is an example of phenocopy. Okay, now the next example that we look at is Himalayan rabbits. In Himalayan rabbits, if you rear these rabbits below 25 degrees, you will see pigmentation. Pigmentation, as in this particular case, you can see that the extremities here are darker in color. There is pigmentation, and these extremities are black in color, right? And when you rear your rabbit at the temperature higher than 30 degrees, then there is no pigmentation that is seen. Okay, it's a white color rabbit, right? So why this is so? That there is temperature sensitive allele for this particular pigment. Okay, there is temperature sensitive allele for this pigmentation. So at higher temperatures, this temperature sensitive alleles are not coding for the pigment that they are coding at the lower temperature. So this is an example of phenocopy. How? Hence we can read this particular point. In colder climates, the Himalayan rabbit is a phenocopy of the black rabbit. So usually the black rabbit that we have and a colder climate, this is the environmental factor. But here, this black rabbits which are there usually, okay, these are due to the genetic component, but the temperature is also important here, and hence we cannot distinguish, and that's a phenocopy. Next example is of phocomelia. Phocomelia is a rare genetic disorder here, and this is mimicking the teratogen, that is thalidomide. This is a particular drug that you can see here. Now this thalidomide capsules, okay, they are saying that it is not to be used by pregnant women. Okay, that can lead to the deformities, limb deformities, and these limb deformities are similar or they are same as this rare genetic disorder that's seen, okay, in the case of phocomelia. And after taking this drug, okay, both the phenotypes here are same. So this is another example of phenocopy. So I hope you understand what is the basic difference. Phenocopy, one is due to the genetic factor. Genetic factor is hereditary. However, your phenocopy derived from environmental factor, and now it's mimicking the genotypic factor. Okay, the environmental factor cannot be hereditary. Okay, it's just because of the environmental conditions that the particular animal is exposed to. So I hope that was clear.